Stop. He definitely decided, not, stop. He decided, stop. Because there will always be, there will always inside. You can feel the outside. You can see the difference. Inside, stop. Inside, the difference. Outside, inside. Feel the difference. Feel the difference. You can see the difference. Stop. You can see the difference. You can see the difference. Dragons are supposed to be fire. And occasionally get themselves slaughtered. He decided. They were definitely not. He decided. Definitely not. Not. They would stop. He definitely decided. Not. He decided. Because there will always be, there will always inside.
Stop upon me.
You can see the difference.
Force the tools available. Yes, I'm all right.
16. And at the time, it wasn't like too deep. You know what I mean? Like I started feeling like something weird was happening. You know what I mean? Because I noticed that with everybody else, that it wasn't normal to feel like sad all the time. You know what I mean? And once I really realized that something was like really wrong, was to a point where I just had my son and I felt like he was unsafe around me.
Depressed for no reason. Even when things were going good, everything could be happy, the sun could be shining, I'm eating my favorite snacks, I'm with my cousins, friends, and I'm still extremely depressed for no reason, really sad. And that was when I realized something was wrong.
Well, you know, they always say that you don't really realize that you have a problem, and I didn't think that I had a problem until someone made me aware of it.
I had no idea why I was so scared of nothing.
Feel like you're being choked or you can't breathe.
None of it was rational.
You're stuck in this state of mind where you don't want people to see you like that.
I don't really want to burden them. He was older than me and was into all the same stuff I was into, and I fell head over heels in love with him.
Being with someone for 2 years to ending a relationship, I really took on his emotions as well as mine.
I found out that he cheated on me with 3 different girls.
But I've coped with them up until that one point where I broke.
I think there definitely needs to be more awareness. All you have to do is look at the suicide rate.
Myself having lost a close friend of mine as well through, them taking their life.
I know now that it was probably the worst decision ever. I now look at my body and see all my scars and I'm like, these are the most disgusting things I've ever seen in my life.
I don't think you can understand what anyone else goes through unless you go through it yourself. The only thing you can do is support them.
I talked to my mom a little bit about my depression and my anxiety. I don't talk to my dad about it at all, really, because in his mind, it's just all in your head. It's just, go to bed, sleep on it, get over it.
Yeah, because, it's a common knowledge in the African American community that we don't go to the doctor. We go to the barber shop, we go to the beauty shop, we go to various family members or to church, but it's rare that we go to a doctor and let a professional take care of us.
That I got in a lot of the black community in general, it doesn't exist. We don't deal with depression. We don't get depressed. Suck it up, get over it. I did not, because it was so ingrained into me that it was part of our culture. We don't deal with this, that I just, unfortunately, in hindsight, I went for the self-medication route.
Especially being young, a lot of young people, we won't say anything to anybody about anything because we fear judgment. We're afraid of judgment, especially black kids. We are scared to be judged because we're already being judged every single day, all day there's somebody judging us, always. So we don't want to say something that's going to make people judge us more, because we, believe it or not, like we fear judgment. We may act like we don't care, but we fear judgment and we're scared of it. That's why we won't say anything.
Wow. The black community and sort of people feeling comfortable seeking out help. Why do you think there's such a stigma around mental illness in the black community?
Well, I know it's easy for me to speak from the standpoint as a black male, speaking on behalf of myself and my friends, and we've got this air of hypermasculinity that we're expected to keep up as black men in the community. So we're not allowed to show those emotions and show that we're hurting or show that we're depressed. So we wear that mask and keep everybody out, and then we don't really talk about it until it's
It's best to go and seek help from a professional. They're trained to help you, and it's best to go and seek help because it's out there. We're more readily to accept it. We're not going to institutionalize them, or we're going to deal with it from within the family and within the community. We're not going to go and take them to a facility and say, okay, can you take care of this situation for us? We're going to try to take care of Auntie so-and-so or Grandma. We're going to try to take care of it within the family and within our small community.
It's been about 3 years. It's been about 3 years, which says a lot because through high school and early college, it was like every year. So sometimes more than that. So it's been 3 years of loving life.